sometimes in life, all you just need is a little faith like this, like just a tiny bit of faith, and you watch things turn around for your good. And if you have been going through one thing or another, or you just need like a jerk of faith, and as in like you want to hear people's testimony to see how God also will respond to yours, please just sit back as I will be taking you through the story of how I miraculously, like I would never leave the miracle part, like how I miraculously got admitted into the university. My name is Aderonke Grace, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you. And the past few days has been overwhelming, like we've grew so much. I want to say a very big thank you for subscribing. Also, if you are new here, you are welcome. You are going to absolutely love it here, as I'll be bringing you so many good things that will benefit, you know, both our lives together. So, but without further delay, let's get right into the video. Yeah, so this is the story of how I miraculously, oh my God, got admitted into the university. Okay, for those of you that do not know, I graduated from, you know, #1 university in Nigeria, Obafemi Awolowo University. Yeah, I graduated from OAU. But this story here, it's so important to me that I will never forget the story up until today. You know, it's still fresh in my mind because it was a raw miracle for me. Yeah, for those of us that grew up in Nigeria and knowing about the education system, you know, you have to write after your secondary school education, which is like matric here in South Africa. You have to write your JAMB, and you have to write post JAMB. So after my secondary school, I finished secondary school in 2007. Then I wrote JAMB the first year. I chose at a university, wrote their exam and all, but I wasn't, like, the admission was not successful. So the second year I wrote JAMB again. I passed this time also, and I filled in my first choice and my second choice, which was Obafemi Awolowo University for first choice, Obafemi Awolowo University for second choice. I chose English language as my first choice, and I chose English education as my second choice. So you know, if you are in Nigeria, you know about post-UTME, and also I wrote post-UTME. I passed also. The time for shortlisting came, and prior to that, while I was still writing my post-UTME, I was already staying on campus with one of my friends that was opportune to get admission the previous year. So she was already staying on campus in one of the school hostel. So I was like squatting with her, staying with her while I was going for, like, you know, tutorial before writing the post-UTME, of which I eventually did. So I was already used to the, you know, the university system. After post-UTME, it was time for, you know, for names, those people that are qualified or those people that were chosen into the university to be announced. You go on the internet to check your name to see if something positive has come out from you and all that. Lo and behold, I went, nothing. It was still, my status then was still not yet admitted, but I still held on to God. But you know the funniest thing, you know what I was doing at that particular time? Lectures that started, and this was before matric then in the university, and lecture has actually started, you know, for part 1 students, like first year students. You have to do some kind of registration up and down while you go for classes to still, like, get to settle down with lectures and all those things. So this was happening, and guess what your baby girl did? Yes, I am your baby girl. You know, guess what I did? My name was not yet out. I already bought books. Like, I wrote my department, like, okay, English department and all. My name was not yet out, but I already had books for each of the courses, EJ 101, EJ 103, and EJ 105. You know those courses, I already had notes for that, and I was going for the classes, hoping that my name would come out eventually, like my name would be out before matric. Because in OAU, if your name is not out before matric, or like on matric day itself, that means like you would have to wait another year entirely. And for my case, I didn't have another option because I chose OAU as first choice, OAU as second choice. So it's either OAU, like Obafemi Awolowo University, or Obafemi Awolowo. I did not have any choice. And I swore, I was like, God, I'm not going to write another jam. Like, I've already written one before, and this is the second one. I'm not going to write another jam. So I was like, holding God. That was how I was like acting on faith, and I was going for classes and all. So, you know, when they say, oh, there's one class in Ajose, we run there, I attend classes as if, like, in fact, something even happened one of those days. I think it was EGL 101 class. I met one of my primary school classmates. So I saw him, we greeted and all. So he was like, oh, so you are in English department now? I said, yes. I said, and you? And he said, oh, like he is studying law. I was like, okay, that's good. And we just talked for a while and all. After that, I was crying like, God, please, you have to make this thing happen for me. I don't know anybody. And then, if you don't know people, like connection, you might not get admitted. I don't want to make the story too long, you get. On one of those occasions, I went for a class also. Then I started feeling pressed, like I needed to use the toilet. I was like, what kind of thing is this? Like, you know, standing up in the midst of so many people in class just to excuse yourself to go to the bathroom. Yeah, but I summoned courage because I couldn't even hold it anymore. So I just I was looking for a toilet around. So I went up. So there were offices like in between Odd 1 or 2. If you went to OAU, you would understand how the building system operates. So I went to one of this offices. They're like block of office, and maybe part of would be like classrooms for students to take lectures and all. So I was just running up and down, like most of the toilets there were closed already. I was like, what's going to happen? So then I ran upstairs. I was looking for a toilet. So as I was running, then I saw this man saw me, or I didn't see him, he saw me. So I was running. Then he said, why are you running? So before I could respond, he was like, I think you have a problem. You need a toilet. Because he saw that I was running towards the toilet. He said, you need a toilet? I said, yes, sir. So he called one of those cleaners there that they should please give me the key so I could use the toilet. As I was about going, the woman handed me the key. Then the man turned and was about leaving. And as I was about going, I was like, sir, please, I have another problem. It was like, what is the problem? I said, sir, my name is not yet out. I applied to be admitted into this school, and my name is not yet out. It was like, why? And matric is like in 5 days or in 3 days time. Like, what are you going to do or something? I said, sir, please, any help you can render to me also. So it was like, okay, where are your credentials? Like, oh, where are the sleeves, the proof of like my results and all that? I didn't have it with me. So I had to run no, I did not run to the class. I was like, okay, so I didn't have it with me now. He's in the class, but he said he was rushing somewhere. So he gave me his contact number and collected my own number also. He said he was going to call me the following day so we could meet. Then the following day, I was also in another class at Ajose, attending a class. Then my phone rang. It was this man that called me. I was like, where are you? I said, sir, I'm at Ajose. He said, come to DSA right now. And thank God, I just took my bag. I left the class, took my bag, took all my credentials and all. And I took it with me. And thank God, DSA is just behind Ajose. Like, it's just like 5 minutes. It's not even up to 5 minutes, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes walk. So I just ran there and I met this man. And he held me by my hand like this. And he took me to the Senate building. You know, the Senate building is like the administrative block where, you know, things are happening. Like, so he took me to the Senate building and saw a woman and said, they were both greeting like, Alaja, how are you? How are you? And all. It was like, Alaja, this is my daughter. I was like, what? Like, this is my daughter. Her name is not yet out. I don't know what is happening. The Alaja was like, oh, where's your results? So I handed the copy of my results to the woman, and she was like, oh, okay, no problem, don't worry, your name will be out and all. And I've had countless of people that have given my results that were like, they were going to work on it. And so I just felt like it's just one of those things. So but I thanked the man. I was like, thank you, sir. So lo and behold, just like, was it 2 days to matric or 3 days to matric, then this man called me. He was like, is your name out now? I said, no, sir, I have not checked. He said, okay, go to the cafe, because then we use cyber cafe to access the internet and all. That was in 2009. Yeah. So I went to the cafe and I logged in my details and all, and lo and behold, I saw that my name was out. Like, I was admitted, my first choice, English language. I was like, oh my God, like, what just happened? I wanted to like run, you know, when you want to just run for no reason. I couldn't control myself. I started like, wow, this can only be God. Like, I called my parents, they were happy, like, oh my, like, hey, you won't understand. But then it was like a huge thing for me. So after that time, I went to the man, I bought wine, bought something just to appreciate him. Guess what the man said? The man said, oh, that he's not going to collect anything for me, unless they say that he's collecting bribe from students and all. And eventually his colleague, they propelled him to like, you can take it, she's just appreciating you. And that was how I miraculously, few days to matric, got admitted into the university. So if you're watching this and you've been trusting God for one thing or another, and you've really been open and all, so I just want to use this video to encourage you to hang in there. God is not sleeping. God is watching everything, and he knows how he's going to answer you. God is going to answer that hidden prayer, that hidden desire of your heart that you have and you want to achieve. God is listening and is going to answer you. So just hold on to his word. That's brings us to the end of this video. If you have not subscribed, so please do it to subscribe. Share this video to encourage one or two people that are going through something right now. Also, please like this video. It's going to help the algorithm to push this video to people that need to see this type of video. Thank you so much for watching. Till I come your way next time, I remain Aderunke Grace, and I love you so much.